it's hard sometimes because, especially if it's something they need, or I'm not gonna say want, because I always try to give them what they need over what they want. Sometimes, if they be good or whatever, you can reward them by giving them what they want. And some kids, they just are spoiled because the parents can't say no to their kids. And they have the latest Jordans, they have the latest games and technology and stuff like that. And the other kids, they just be looking like, okay, I'm making good grades and I'm doing this. And that kid over there is acting up. And I don't know. We just need to do better on our parenting skills as far as saying no. We have like bullying. Bullying is, people need to start talking to your kids. It's too many kids out here being bullied, and it's not being talked about in the home. So if I was out and I saw someone bullying a child, I would step in, I would intervene. I don't know how other people just sit around and watch, like these disabled people, mostly people who cannot take care of themselves. And that's a big issue. Bullying is a big issue. We have kids committing suicide and just not knowing what to do or who to call or who to tell, because I've seen kids tell their parents that they're being bullied, and their parents be like, "Oh, you need to toughen up," and instead of encouraging them to have high self-esteem. And if somebody's bullying you by telling you, like Pastor Knox had said the other day, they used to call him a clapping monkey or something, and it had him down, but somebody in his family encouraged him to keep his head up. I'm gonna give you an example of my situation. My son, he had bought him some slime and he put it in his hair, so it had got stuck in his hair. And instead of coming to me telling me that he had put the slime in his hair, he found scissors in my daughter's room and cut the front of his hairline. He cut it real low. So when when I took him to the barber, he had to get all of his hair cut off because it was so low, and he made the decision to cut his own hair. So he didn't understand why he had to get all his hair cut off. He has a phobia of being bald because when he was a baby in all his pictures, he was bald up until he was about 2 years old. And it's just like, it bothers him to this day when he have to get all his hair cut off. He does not like that. But he made the decision to cut his hair off. He made that decision. Instead of coming and talking to me, which I try to tell my kids, you can always come to me and talk to me about anything. And he didn't do it. He just took it upon himself and cut his hair. So the barber had to cut it all the way down. We got home. He went outside to play with his little friends, and they told him he looked like an old man. So he came back in the house. He got a toboggan. Mind you, it's 100 degrees outside. He got his little toboggan and went outside. And I was like, "Why are you wearing a toboggan?" And he was crying with tears in his eyes, saying that his friends said he looked like an old man. And I told him, I said, "Look in the mirror." I said, "Do you see an old man?" And he was like, "No." I said, "Well, they don't either. They just have to have something to pick on you about. You go out there and you hold your head up and you go play. Even if you have to play by yourself." And that's how that went. But you have kids out here that's disabled, that's being bullied. And that's just not right. Parents, please set your kids down, talk to them. Everybody have feelings. I've been told I have too many feelings. I need to work on my feelings. I don't need to wear my feelings on my sleeve and stuff like that, but it's hard. It's hard for me, being a person, not to have compassion for people or love people. I love people. I really do. And it's just, it hurts me to see all this stuff that's going on online of how people is not loving each other. They're just trying. You see these young girls out here fighting. Every time you scroll up on your Facebook page or TikTok page or whatever, these kids are out here trying to kill each other, fighting. And it's just, it's awful. We need to have some kind of programs or something and get these kids in some kind of mentor programs or something so that they will learn, you know, just love each other, have compassion for people. It's it's written. Just have some kind of compassion for people. And the little kids, you hear about little kids getting the parents, not nope, not strangers. The parents are abusing these kids and killing these kids. And if you don't want them, you know, don't lay up and have them. That's how I feel about it. If you don't want these kids, don't lay up and have them. There are birth control, adoption. There are things that you can do, and it's sad that it has to come to that. But just wake up, people. Just wake up. These kids are so precious. You look at these little kids' faces and stuff, and you be like, how in the world can anybody hurt this little precious child? You have some kids that are bad, but they do not deserve to be beat or even murdered. Excuse me. Little kids that can't defend themselves. And we just need to, as people, we need to, if we see that going on, help that child. Call whoever you need to call, but make sure that child is safe if you know that they are being abused. And we're going to take a little break, y'all. You're listening to WKAX 1500 AM, the faith frequency on your dial. Hello, guys. We're back. You are listening to WKAX 1500 AM, the faith frequency on your dial. We were talking about bullying and, excuse me, it is National World Day of Bullying Prevention. Today, October the 2nd, National World Day of Bullying Prevention. The theme is to be kind, and they want you to wear blue. Blue is the color to wear. So if you are out today, put you some blue on. Tamika got her blue on today. But yeah, guys, y'all, bullying is serious. It is a serious event, and we need to talk to our kids about bullying. I pulled up a story about a girl being bullied. Well, a girl, she bullied someone racially at her school, and her parents, they are putting some tough love on her for doing that. They want to discipline her so that she knows that was the wrong thing to do. You shouldn't have done that. They took her prom. She's going to miss her prom. She's going to miss her homecoming. They deleted all of her social media, I think, except Instagram, because she had like old pictures on there that she can't find. They wouldn't be able to find nowhere else. Excuse me. And she will not be receiving her car that they were going to give her. The grandparents were like, you've been a little bit too tough to take the graduation, to take the prom and the homecoming from her. She needs that. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that was too harsh or too much tough love? They were too tough on her? You can call in at 256-483-0750 and let us know what you think about that. If you missed these announcements, I'm going to go over them one more time. We have a Rock-a-Block Sunday, October the 22nd, 2 to 6 p.m. It's a community block party on West Tennessee Street in front of Magnolia Gardens. You can set up as a vendor. You can call Councilwoman Katrina Simmons, 256-349-3879. Jerusalem MB Church Homecoming Program, Sunday, October the 15th, beginning at 10:30 a.m. Pastor Albert Ingram Jr. of St. James MB Church, Florence, will be delivering the message. Their theme is Welcome Home. New Testament MB Church is having their pastor's pre-anniversary banquet Saturday, October the 21st at 5 p.m. Guest speaker, Pastor DeJuan Malone, Somnus, Lady Rita Malone. You could call Taisha Roulette at 540-522-5721 or Tina Kurtman at 256-415-0883. Breast Cancer Awareness 5K Run and 1 Mile Fun Run. Pink, Alabama and Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Saturday, October the 7th, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. $15 entry fee at Florence High School. So back to the bullying. Do you guys think that taking someone's prom and homecoming away from them is too steep of a discipline for bullying? I don't think so, because the child that person bullied, if it was severe enough, we know that kids have been committing suicide. So that child might miss their homecoming and prom because of something that you said to them. A lot of people used to say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't believe that, because words can cut you like a knife. It will cut deep, and you could just be hurtful. Smile at people, be nice, be kind. For National Bully Prevention Day, October the 2nd today. Wear your blue. Okay. Excuse me. So the number is 256-483-0750. If you want to call in and let us know how you feel about bullying, or do you think that taking someone's homecoming and prom away from them is serious enough discipline for them for bullying? We have teachers bullying, we have kids bullying, and it's just not right for anybody to do it. I know this one event to where a teacher told a child that she was a waste of space and she'll never amount to anything. And this is like today, in today's time, this happened. And the child is a happy-go-lucky child, and they just start feeling down about themselves because of something that teacher had said to them. So the parent, instead of acting the way that people wanted that parent to act, that parent went up there and talked to the principal. She talked to the superintendent. She got the ball rolling in the right direction to where that teacher no longer teach. I don't know if she teach somewhere else or whatever, but she no longer teach at that school. And I thought that was amazing that the school system worked together to get that done, because most of the time they will believe that teacher. But it was enough students coming up and defending that student, saying the same thing after they did their little interview and stuff like that, their investigation, and found out the teacher was in the wrong. You cannot be put in a position like that and bully the people that you're supposed to be teaching. Are you teaching bullying, or are you teaching what you're supposed to be teaching? It's just, it's hard out here. I know a lot of parents be wanting to put their kids in like homeschool and stuff like that because of the fact that you have even the teachers bullying now. Excuse me. Tough love is hard to come by. I can't do it. I try to do it, but I can't do it. And that's where you need that balance at as parents. You need both parents in the household. You need that parent that's going to be tough on them, and you need that parent that's going to love on them. They need that love and they need that discipline. They need both. And the way our homes are being destroyed, and the fathers are not in the home, and in some home the mothers aren't in the home, and it's just sad that we're being separated like this, and these kids are being the ones that's being hurt in the process of us not having that balance in the home for them. And that might be the case of some of these bullies. They don't have that love in the home, or they don't have that discipline in the home to where, you know, they just don't know. So I have some scriptures that I had found about all this stuff. But before I go into the scripture, we had seen something on Facebook this morning, and it was really interesting. And it said people can have the same parents live in the same house, and raised by the same morals, but one still can be a crackhead and the other one a preacher. So you can't say it was how somebody was raised. It's the decisions you choose to make. I say that all the time to people that come up to you and ask, like if your kids out here doing whatever they're doing and somebody see it and they come to you and be like, well, did you raise them right? What do you mean, did I raise them right? You wasn't there, so don't worry about it. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But you don't ask. I just don't understand it. If you know a person and you know this person discipline their kids, they talk to their kids, they train their kids, and then when they go out there and do something that's not right, the first thing you say is, oh, they weren't raised right. That's not always true, because you can sit up and pray, talk, and discipline and do whatever you're supposed to do as a parent. And when that child leave that house, that home, as far as, getting out of your house, they're going to do what they feel like they should do. You could talk to them till you're blue in the face. They will still do what they want to do, but you have to have enough faith and just pray that they get out here and don't forget their teaching. Some of them do, and some of them might go the wrong way. I have a perfect example of that. I know this guy, and he was raised in a household with several siblings, and he turned out he wanted to do things his way. He didn't want to do things the way the parent had taught him to do, because these parents made sure these kids go to church. They instilled the Bible in them. They did everything they were supposed to do as a parent. But he got out and he wanted to do things his way. He wanted to go out and hang with his friends and get in trouble and stuff. And he stayed in trouble almost all his life. Yeah, almost all his life he was in and out of prison and doing things. And then he got out here and got strung out on drugs. And it was real bad. It was a real bad situation. But then he just had a change of heart. He didn't go through therapy. He just started going to church. And his life is totally turned around now. You see him. He has gained weight. He looked better. He's doing things that he never thought things that I never thought he would do. And I am so proud of this person. I will not call this person's name, but I am so proud of this person because they made the decision that they didn't want to be out here anymore. They didn't want to be a victim. They didn't want to be like held down by drugs and alcohol and the streets and stuff. So, yeah, big thumbs up to him. I have some scriptures that I was looking at when I was thinking about this subject, and I would like to share them with you guys. The first one is Mark 12:31. It say, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There's no other commandment greater than these." You should love your neighbor as you love yourself. Hopefully everybody loves themselves, but I know it's some people that's struggling with that problem. You have to learn to love yourself. I feel like you have to learn to love yourself before you love someone else, because it starts with you. And if you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? Or how can you be there for somebody else if you can't love yourself? Self-love, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing to love yourself. A lot of people might think it's bad because it get mixed up with being conceited and, oh, she thinks she's all that, or she thinks she's better than me and stuff like that. But you can't feel that way. If somebody loves themselves, you should just look at them and be like, man, I'm gonna get to that point one day. Don't be jealous of somebody that loves themselves. So we're finna wrap it up a little bit, y'all, and we'll come back in a minute. You are listening to WKAX 1500 AM. Hey guys, I'm back. You are listening to WKAX 1500 AM, your faith frequency dial. We were talking about National Bullying Prevention Day. If you feel like your student is being bullied, or you could talk to your student, and if they know of anyone being bullied, call the schools. Let the schools know. They will do something about it. You just gotta let them know, and trust me, I believe they would do. I know for a fact they'll do something about it. You guys, just talk to your kids and explain to them that everybody ain't like you. Everybody's not going to be like you. Everybody isn't beautiful. Everybody isn't tall. Everybody isn't skinny. Everybody isn't thick or heavy. You just gotta, we are all different in our own way. And if someone has to point out your flaws, stay away from that person. They're not good people. Let's talk about Luke 6:31. When my kids walk out the door, a lot of my older kids when they were in school, and my kids that's in school now, when they walk out the door, I tell them, I recite Luke 6:31. Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. That's not saying do unto others as they do unto you. That's saying treat people the way you would like for them to treat you. They're not going to always do it, but you as a person, yourself, treat them the way you will want them to treat you. You will feel so much better about yourself instead of stooping down to their level. Yeah, stooping down to their level and treating them the way they treat you. Don't ever stoop down to anyone's level, y'all. But times have changed since I was coming up. When I was a little girl in school, the mama jokes was the thing. They had some serious mama jokes, and we just laughed it off. It was just like, okay, that's funny. Because I knew my mama wasn't what they said she was. So you got to set your mind to a point where you ain't going to bother me. You can say whatever you want. You ain't going to bother me because I know better. And nowadays, it's just like you say something, you tell a joke, you get slapped in the face like Chris Rock did on the award show. I mean, that was just awful. That was just straight up awful. I felt like, I'm going to give you my opinion on what happened that day. He was basically, to me, he was giving Jada Pinkett a compliment, saying that she looked, G.I. Jane is a bad woman. She is a bad woman. And he's a comedian. So he made a joke. And then that man got up and smacked him in his face in front of the whole world that was watching that show. And his kids, his mom. It was just like, why would you do that? Just to somebody like that, like Chris Rock. Come on, everybody know he's silly. But anyway, we are going to be working on getting people to come in and talk to us about bullying and kind of shed some light on it. I mean, everybody know what bullying is and stuff like that, but we don't talk about it. Not enough. Because if we talked about it enough, maybe we would get some kind of positive reaction from it, from the kids at school, teaching them, have some kind of little program at school to kind of like inform kids of what they're really doing. Because I don't think a lot of them is aware of the hurt and the pain they cause when they speak down on someone. You never know what that person is going through in their home. Like the kids that's being bullied for not having what the other kids have, or not wearing the clothes that the other kids are wearing, and they get bullied and talked about, and that's just sad. That's a hurtful thing. Teach your kids how to be nice, how to be kind. Teach them how to stand up for themselves, but teach them how to be nice and kind. I got to teach JV how to stand up for himself because he is just so soft. I baby him. I baby him way too much. Y'all download the app. It's WKAX 1500 AM. You can go on Facebook to Knox Media Group page. We be posting stuff on there. We got a lot of things going on, and you guys need to know about it. Watch the podcast. Tune into our sister station at 12 with the old school preacher and the church secretary. That's at 12 o'clock, 105.1 FM. You can also go to Knox MGI on Instagram and TikTok. Just watch the stuff that we be doing. We got a lot of exciting things coming towards your way. We have some more. I'm going to do the announcements one more time. I want to tell y'all about what's happening at Spring Hill Missionary Baptist Church, located 1600 County Road 186. We will be having our Friends and Family Day, October the 22nd. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all just bring it. Our operation is hashtag pack it out. So if you don't have a church home, or you just need something to do that day, or your church might be doing something else, going out of town or whatever, come and join us for Friends and Family. And I invited you guys personally because you guys are my friends and family. So come and help us pack it out. We have breast cancer awareness, 5K run, and 1 mile fun run, presented by Pink Alabama and Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Saturday, October the 7th, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Florence High School with a $15 entry fee. New Testament MB Church Pastor Pre-Anniversary Banquet, Saturday, October the 21st at 5 p.m., celebrating 18 years of services for Pastor Frederick C. Roulette Sr. Their guest speaker will be Pastor DeJuan Malone and psalmist Lady Rita Malone. It will be held at Woodman of the World, 2114 Hilton Drive, Florence, Alabama, 35630. You can reach Taisha Roulette at 540-522-5721 or Tina Kurtman at 256-415-0883. Jerusalem MB Church Homecoming Program, Sunday, October the 15th, beginning at 10:30 a.m. Pastor Albert Ingram Jr. of St. James Missionary Baptist Church of Florence will be delivering the message. Their theme is Welcome Home. All right. We have Rock the Block, Sunday, October the 22nd, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Community block party on West Tennessee Street in front of Magnolia Garden. You can call Councilwoman Katrina Simmons at 256-349-3879 if you want to set up as a vendor. Have some exciting stuff going on. You guys need to get up and go to these events, and it's just something to do. Something to do. But back to our bullying and stuff. Just if you have a child that's don't want to go to school because of bullying and stuff, you have to talk to that child. Talk to your child. Don't let them give up. Don't let them just feel bad about themselves. Boost their self-esteem. boost their self-esteem, talk to the teachers, talk to the principals, just get that ball rolling to where your child feel comfortable about being in their own skin. And don't forget to advertise with us, guys. If you have a small or large business, we are here and we can help you get your business started or get your business to the point where you want it to be, where you have enough clientele and stuff. You can call us at 256-712-2887. No business is too big or too small. We have packages to accommodate your budget. And the number is 256-712-2887. We have church packages that you can that you can get with us. And we will advertise your church, your location, who your pastor is, your services. It'll be a good thing. We have this station, WKAX 1500 AM, and our sister station, 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows. You guys, we could do it. We really could do it. We had a business to call us and tell us to slack up a little bit because they were getting too many people to come. That's a blessing in itself. So let's get together and get this stuff going. Call me or Tamika or Janet. Hey Janet, if you're watching, this is Janet's show. I'm just setting in for her, and we'll help you. John, we're just here. Just call the number and somebody here will help. 256-712-2887. And don't forget to download the apps. We have the apps. It's 1500 WKAX 1500 AM. That's the app for this station. So before I wrap up, y'all, let's talk about the thing that's just been ringing in the media this weekend. I promise you, all I've been hearing about is Tupac. All weekend. That's all I've been hearing. They finally found Tupac's murderer. His name is Dwayne Davis, Keefe D, they call him. And it's a big thing because everybody has been waiting for them to find Tupac's murderer. And I don't know. I remember when that happened. I'm a big Tupac fan. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to WKAX 1500 AM. This is your girl, Mona B, and I'm signing off. See you guys later.